Hello PIM people and welcome. My name is Rasmus. This is a short and speedy video to all your existing Struct PIM customers out there, why I think it's important you get upgraded to Struct PIM version 4 as soon as possible. Let's look at it straight away. So one thing you will see is it's totally redesigned. They have crammed more data into the field of view. So all these updates is really for you guys who is working in Struct PIM each day. Your customers at the back end will not see a difference if you have API integrations or if you are sharing your files with them, your output files or whatever. It's just you that is actually working in there who will have a lot easier task of working in there. So check it out. They have moved all the menus around up here. So the menus is a PIM area, and then you have each individual area menu points up there where you used to have them at the left side. So this means when you're working in PIM, you don't have to see all the settings and all that stuff. You just have the information that you actually need. I'll move away so you can see it even better. You will have search, your global list, your product catalog. This is what you need to use for your daily work. Then you have the possibility of collapsing that menu at that direction at the left. Meaning you will have even more space here to show whatever columns you want in there. You have this quick filtering that they introduced here, where you can just select different attributes you want to filter on, and if they, for example, like this is related to a global list, then you will be able to just quickly select, I want to see the medium size, the small size, and I want to see the black ones. There you are, quick filtering. They still have the good old-fashioned advanced filtering up here where you can do all sorts of crazy conditions and keep making and or rules. So you will still have plenty of possibilities to do advanced filtering, but the quick filtering will really get you going. And please notice that on these lists, as soon as these lists gets long, they introduced a search field. So you will quickly read. That's it, right? That helps a lot. You will also be able to change the size and width of the columns. A really nice one that have annoyed me for a long time. So this specific one, these 3 dots here saying there are more in this line than we can't show actually. You have probably normally just solved that by removing some of the other columns. You can still do that, but now you can actually just resize them so you can see what is on the line. Nice. You can also rearrange them directly in here, so you can just drag and drop these columns and then they move around. You can still go the old-fashioned, click up here, manage which column you want to see. You can drag and drop the order of these around. You now again have the list as you used to have of all attributes, but now you can search again like this, and then you'll get the list including colors. Way easier to navigate around each day. You have these grid view where you can sort them in this way if you want. Still have the normal table view. There is a quick export as you used to have, of course. Advanced filtering. Then you have the list about variant groups and products categories up here. Of course, when you select them, you will get your different options and actions you can do here. If you go into a product, then you will see that navigation path you had in the bottom before have moved at the top. Again, they have done a lot of things just to narrow things together so you will get more views or more data on the screen. You will have it up here. You can still use it for navigation. Click the small icon, then it will highlight here where you are actually located in your hierarchy. You can also go back to the product itself, navigate like you used to. You have the sidebar, everything out here. Tasks have moved up here, so you can click and see your tasks up here. Import is always available up here, so you don't have to go to the settings menu and import. Doesn't matter where you are, you will have import available up here. Then they have disconnected everything from their underlying Umbraco service. Doesn't matter for you, but this means they have introduced their own asset bank, which is the media bank where you have documents, pictures, stuff like that. One of the cool things about this is that now a asset, a picture, image or whatever is a data model like you used to know from when you're modeling your product and variants. So you can see there is a general tab where you can have different attributes connected to. So like you do on your product and your variants, you can put in these specific attributes. This gives you a huge flexibility. So if you go into settings, you will also see settings is different. Rearrange them into smaller groups: general, data model, governance, AI assistance, integration, maintenance, and insights. You will get them to know pretty fast. Product structure, you're well aware of that. If I go into this, I can see my clothing here, and you will also see this way they have crammed more data into the same field now. So it's way more nicer structured in general. Product information, how you model your product model, you will see here, and then your variant model, you will see here. The tabs, you can expand what you have here. It's way nicer the way they structure it. Behind the scene, all the data is stored the same way, so it's just an upgrade, and then you will just see that different view, right? So let's say, for example, I want to go to the model and go to this Go Green tab, the General tab. There is this specific attribute in here, and I want to show you that now you can actually decide what on complex attribute, what width each element needs to have on the screen. They've divided it into 12 columns. So as you can see, if I click here, this Boolean, I can have that to fill out 4 columns. Then you can see the next detailed text field here, shift to the right with 4 columns, and then taking up the rest. I can have that as 6 columns, save. Let's quickly go into a product. So, sorry, cancel this one. Go into a product so you will see it. This one, and Go Green. As you can see here, now this one looks completely different than all the rest of them. You could also, while we are looking at it, go to attribute, and no, I'll just find it the other way around. Product structure, clothing, variant models. Here we are, Go Green, general. This was the one, edit here. I went all the way through these steps so you could see all the different restructuring. I know I could find it easily in attributes, but I just wanted to show you these different menu points. But I could actually say I want this one to be the full 12 columns. What will happen is it will slide in a new line, so this complex attribute will be shifted across 2 lines. There you are. Quickly go back and see, sorry, cancel this one, and go back and see this one. Then you'll see now it's on 2 lines. This is also a really nice one, so you can structure it your own way so it looks and feels nice when you're working in that environment. The user database have also been shifted out of Umbraco, so meaning that we now have our own, or Struct PIM have their own user database. So you can create users as you used to, you can migrate them here, but you have your user groups, and now you can actually assign something called business units. So you can structure your organization into different business units, and then you can say you are only allowed to see or edit products in a specific business unit if you are a global team or whatever, how you're structured. These are dimensions. You can tell if these user groups is actually capable of editing these specific dimensions, as you see here. And just for the record, dimension is something you create yourself. You go into dimension, and then you can have whatever dimensions you want on top of your products and your variants. It could be currency, it could be markets, it could be a dimension about viewing it on a mobile phone or on a tablet, whatever you can do. You can do this. They still have AI assistance, of course. So go and look that up, both for translation, for generation of product description, stuff like that. There is a completely different video on that. I just quickly want to show you some of these nice things. There will come more of these quick videos so you can see why it is really a good idea to get upgraded. Contact me or contact your preferred Struct PIM partner to help get upgraded. It's covered in your license and everything, so you can get upgraded. Right. Thank you for watching. I really hope you'll get upgraded soon so you can get these benefits. Have a brilliant day, and thank you for watching.